Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
The Housing Authority offers products that people can choose from, products that people can access, and I think anyone looking to build, just call the Housing Authority of Grenada. The service was superb. Every step of the way, they collaborated with the owner, they collaborated with the builder. The builder himself was really good. For what I've seen them do, I have to say that from buildings they have done in the past to where they are now, they have come up to speed with modern trends, modern designs, and I think I will advise anybody to choose the Housing Authority of Grenada.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Hassle-free loans for your every need. Cards have you covered, best believe. Courts Ready Cash is for everyone. Not to worry, fast approval. Hurry up and come. We got it all, we on the go. Courts Ready Cash, you already know. We got it all, we on the go. Courts Ready Cash, always ready when you're ready, let's go.
Courts Ready Cash, ready when you are.
Rich, smooth, delicious, and packed with vitamins that could only be one thing. It's a Rika almond beverage, great on its own or a lovely addition to smoothies. So call Superb Distributors on 435-2948 or visit us at Tempe St. George's today. Remember, Rika is life and life is Rika.
Yeah, and Rika is recall. All right, Recall, thank you very much. Always very exuberant, very energetic and things like that. Big up Recall. And the staff at the Superb Distributors. Good night, good morning, whatever time of the day it is that you're looking at this program. Welcome to another Mikey Live program. I am your host, Mikey Hutchinson, and this program is broadcast live from the Spice Isle of the Caribbean, Grenada. We are the only live newscast on island. This is news discussed, not told. You know what I mean? We tell you as it is, people. You understand? As it happens. So let's talk about this, right? What we'll be talking about tonight, boy. Some of the residents in Chantimelle, they are not very happy with the decision that the authorities have made to relocate a sex offender to their village, or an alleged sex offender to their village. We're going to talk about that. Digicel and Flow sign agreement geared towards the elimination of roaming charges. All right. Firearm and drugs confiscated. We'll talk about that as well. And according to one local attorney, we desperately need a court that is going to handle sex-related crimes. You understand? And George allows Ivermectin doctor to appeal suspension in St. Lucia. So we have all of that and more to tell you about, and it seems like war is on the horizon between Ukraine and Russia. And they say Vladimir Putin is the aggressor. Anyway, folks, we'll talk about them things, and then when we come back here, Papa, we're taking a quick break, and we'll be back shortly. Remember, the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of course, Grenada Limited, Digicel, Nawasa, the Housing Authority of Grenada, Real Value IGA Supermarket, and as well, we've got superb distributors. Folks, we're taking that break, and we'll be back shortly. When we come back, it could be real news in all the Remember to share the business. That's how other people get to see that the business is live. So go ahead and share the thing.
It's finally here. The long-awaited historical drama, Julian Fedon, is finally here. One man with a sense of destiny. 14,000 slaves with a dream and a promise.
Tonight we stand our ground. Tonight we stand on the side of history.
Julian Fedon, presented by Heritage Theatre Company in conjunction with the Grenada Broadcasting Network, the Grenada Cooperative Bank, the Grenada National Lotteries Authority, opening Saturday, 12 February, 7 p.m. at the Trade Center and continuing. Experience the conflict.
Close down their churches, every one of them.
Feel the passion. The epic drama of a people caught up in a desperate struggle for freedom.
Seems to me like you are trying to get yourself killed.
Julian Fedon, bring out the entire family and enjoy an experience in Grenadian theatre.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Yes, so they are committed, they say, to meeting its customers' needs. Although, again, we'd like to say officially, welcome to one and all to another Mikey Live program. Again, we say this is news discussed, not told, all right? We're discussing the business. All right, so only let's get down to the thing. Now, the first thing that we have to talk about is the Digicel and Flowboy today. They signed what's called the St. George's Declaration. And that's an agreement geared towards the reduction and subsequent elimination of roaming charges. Now, this has been a point of discussion for years throughout the region, and Grenada's Prime Minister has been leading the way in these discussions. All right. So today, that groundbreaking agreement was officialized, or want of a better word. You understand? So now it sets the way for, easier and more affordable communication between we and we people around the region. And even us, when we go abroad and we have to, like when you go in Barbados and thing, when they watch you, Jesus. You understand? When you travel and they watch your bill and thing, after a couple calls, play smash up. You understand? Now at the signing ceremony was Grenada's Prime Minister, leading the region in the area of science and technology, Dr. Mitchell. You understand? And they're saying that, they would have liked more, but it starts somewhere. You understand? So this is where they're starting, and they will go towards the total elimination, hopefully, of these charges. So in other words, the aim is to, whether you're here or you're there, it doesn't matter. One region. It's like you're going to another parish. That's what they're hoping to achieve. You understand? So, let's see. All right. So that's good for us. According to police today, boy, they say officers attached to the Hermitage Police Station say they conducted an operation on Tuesday, 22nd February. So yesterday was Tuesday, but we learned about it today. They say it was at Upper Hermitage in St. Patrick. They say where they discovered an uprooted, how many trees? 177 cannabis trees, ranging from 1 foot to 6 feet in height. I tell her that, you understand? So they're saying that so far, no one has been arrested for that discovery. I don't know if anyone will be. You know, I'll get the business already, so you know. So yes, boy. So that is the business right there. We have to tell you more as it relates to police. Understand? Officers of the Criminal Investigations Department, people. Let me show all of the business. Hold on. Let me pull up the business on the business. Alright, here on all the screen. Officers attached to the Criminal Investigations Department and the Rapid Response Unit, they say they conducted an operation on Wednesday 23rd, like today. They say they executed a search warrant at the home of Messiah Charles, who's a 35-year-old bartender of Woburn in St. George. You understand? And they found the firearm, a SIG Sauer P29 ORS 9mm caliber firearm. They give serial number and all kind of thing. And they say 25 packages with cannabis were found. They say that the package weighed 12.7 pounds. Charles was later detained for questioning in relation to the offenses of trafficking in a controlled drug and possession of a firearm. And they say that the police investigations are ongoing. Oh, you don't see a piece, boy. See a piece. You know what I mean? Jesus. So anyway, that me screaming here, papa. You know what I mean? So they say that they do a little investigation and thing. They investigate men. So anyway, oh boy, we going all there. Residents of Chantimelle. We don't stay too long on the program. I find me neck. Give me a little thing there. So I say, I'll go forgive me if I don't stay too long on the program. I don't know, boy. You know what I mean? Anyway, like that talk. After why I have a stiff neck, I find me neck kind of feeling in that kind of way. Dog. You know what I mean? Anyway. So, a St. Lucian citizen was charged with 4 counts of rape and 2 counts of indecent assault. We told you that. Alright? He was in court just a couple days ago. I think, yeah, it was Monday that he went to court. I just set in the background for the story now. Alright? His name is Candice Matrin. He's 38 years old, and they say that he's a landscaper, and he's a St. Lucian national, but he lived in Montgomery, St. John. Well, I'm from Montgomery, and I don't know the dude. You understand? So he was granted bail in the sum of $50,000 with 1 surety. Alright? And then there were certain conditions that he has to surrender all his travel documents, and part of that too was his bail condition in that he needed to relocate to Chantimelle. He needed to relocate to Chantimelle in St. Patrick. Well, about that, them people from Chantimelle, they're not having any of it. They are unhappy with that decision and would like the relevant authorities to justify that decision. Why Chantimelle? The residents want to know.
Well, I mean, all I need to know is, like, I just have a few questions about it. Like, why Chantimelle, right? And he is not a native of Grenada, so why does he have to be relocated to a village in Grenada? Couldn't he have been deported, or even if, like, there is some court proceedings that has to take place before he is being deported, couldn't he be maybe, like, placed in a holding cell or something like that? Because having him in a village poses more threats to the village, because Chantimelle is a village with a youthful population, right? So the children being outside mostly in the evening after school, and him being outside or allowed to be outside, then puts our children at risk, right? And the village. Most of the time during the day, it's a quiet village, but that might cause problems if he makes his hand reach his place where it's not supposed to go. So that's all I have to say about it. And like, I just want the powers that be to maybe put some clarification or just like put some explanation out there as to why Chantimelle, because that's I'm not in accordance with that, and to be honest.
I don't really know, only hearing that, but up till now I'm still finding out which place in Chantimelle that man is, because we don't really know where he is. But we hearing he's in Chantimelle. Where in Chantimelle, we don't know. We don't know where he is. A lot of people is finding out which house that man is living in. But again, a man is innocent until proven guilty. People could accuse, and it don't have to be true. So, in the meanwhile, I don't have nothing much to say, I don't know. I really don't know what to say. No, he didn't have right to be in Chantimelle. Yes, his community is at threat. It's true. He didn't have to be up here. We didn't want him up here, but I don't know. Maybe he has family members and they feel they could house him, so they house him. Because when you do things like that, you can't stay in the community. They have to get out. But if they could house him and they could keep him inside, don't come in out to be no threat to other people's children. It's no problem. So, I don't know.
All right, well, that's what it is. That's what it is, right? That's what's happening. So, there is even one other resident who says, well, how do you come up with Chantimelle? Like, how is it you decide where you put in people who are accused of sex-related crimes? His name is Glendon Augustine. It says, could he not have been sent to another village? Well, hold on, because I know what you're coming with. Well, the villagers of that village will say, well, why that village? Why our village? But anyway, this is his argument.
Well, apparently at present, there is a St. Lucia national who has been charged with 4 counts of rape and 2 counts of indecent assault. There is no photo that has been released of the individual. He's on $50,000 bail with 1 surety. He has relocated to Chantimelle. We don't know which house he's in. We don't know how the authority come by to allow him to relocate to Chantimelle. So we are asking at present, could the Minister of National Security or the Commissioner of Police explain to we the villagers of Chantimelle why and how come we are the chosen village for such predator? Because the predator is a citizen of St. Lucia. He lives in Montgomery in St. John's. And living in Montgomery in St. John's, he then had court in St. George's and then relocated back to Chantimelle. So our quest right about now is just peace, and we want this predator out of our village, out of our community, because it's a very hot topic at the moment in our village. It's not going down too nice with everybody. Everybody is on ease. Nobody don't know which house he in. It's like he's Nicodemus. He comes by night, and we don't know. The another problem that we are faced with this gentleman is that he only have to report to the Union Police Station within 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. on a Wednesday. And there is only one Wednesday within the week. So within this time, he's in a strange land, in a strange place. What does he do within that time? How could we monitor his movements? We are not like the US where there is a bracelet or some chip on him that they have a tracking device. They can know where he is and where he go. You understand? And this is not a situation that need to be taken lightly, because what you don't want the wall, and you don't want Grenada, and you also don't want the law of Grenada to make it look like Chantimelle is a safe haven. where you're just sending and you're just dumping everything here? Why didn't the national was relocated to a place like Lansapine or this kind of area in the south of the island? Why the north of the island? Which is what I cannot understand.
Thank you very much. So you hear his argument. But probably there are things that you will never see, right? Like a horse flying. You probably will not hear a sex offender being located in some parts of the island. And I'm being the devil's advocate here. Because I've never heard of it. Right? And this happens to be a concern of villagers because it's been happening. It's been happening. So for the duration of the case, maybe until the case is completed, you would find that people are relocated because they do not want to, for many reasons, they do not want to cause trauma on the part of the victim. They can continue to see, if they continue to see the offender, then that could kind of like, traumatize them. Or that can give the accused person the opportunity to manipulate the person who is now going up against them in a court of law. And so that might be the rationale for relocating them. However, those people who are within those communities are expressing concerns that why here? Because if we do not know his identity, there's a high possibility that he or she might be able to offend in that manner again. But the question is that as it relates to history, what does our history say about that? Have we had repeat offenses happening of persons who have relocated? In other words, have we had any instance or incidents where persons who have been accused of a sex-related crime and relocated to another community reoffending in that new community? What is the history on that? And that would probably help us to or give us grounds or not for this argument. But it is one that concerns many. So we have put a poll out on your page and we are asking you, do you have a problem with the authorities relocating people who are accused of sex-related crimes for the duration or at least until the case is completed? And based on what we are seeing on our screen from the poll that's now posted on your page, we see that 79% of people said yes, that they do have a problem with that. 21% say that they do not have a problem with that. Now, we were telling you the other day that there are some concerns. In fact, there are attorneys who are saying that they are seeing a problem. They are seeing a problem in Grenada with relations to sex-related crimes and the speed of which it goes through the system, or lack thereof. Justice delayed could be justice denied. Yes? And so we have attorney Jerry Edwin who is saying that, hey, Grenada has a traffic court. And we've promised you that conversation. Grenada has a traffic court. So there are a lot of traffic offenses, but there's a day, I think, one day in the week where the different courts, they would hear traffic-related offenses. That alone for a period of time, or at least for the day. So you have a lot of these cases going through quickly. But we do not have that for sex-related offenses. So in cases where people are relocated, they end up staying there longer than they should. In cases where, there are people who are removed from homes and so on, they end up staying far away from. So it disrupts a lot. And so the attorney is saying that we need to move expeditiously with this.
A number of us, lawyers on the defense side of the criminal bar, are extremely concerned about a growing practice here in Grenada, or I should say a practice that is not enforced. We know that there is an explosion of sexual offenses in our courts, and let me say that we desperately need a family court, a special designated magistrate to handle offenses, particularly against children, but of vulnerable persons of sexual nature. It is an epidemic. 70% of the cases in the magistrate's court now that will eventually make their way to the high court have to do with sexual offenses. This is not unique in Grenada. The same problem is in Trinidad, it's in Barbados, it is in Antigua. And all three of those countries have put in special magistrates, special courts to deal with these problems.
All right, so he's suggesting that maybe we should do the same. Maybe we should do the same. Why are we lagging behind on this? What do we need to get this going? Because this is so serious. But you realize that some of the most serious things that we have here, we know we're moonwalking on the business. Some of the very pertinent and serious things. I don't even say we're moving slow, we're moonwalking, we're going backward. You understand? Why are these cases not going through the court system as quickly as it should? You understand? Unless it starts affecting some people in the decision-making arena, then, you understand? Come on, man. Come on. The results are on your screen. 79% of people, we close the poll. 79% of our viewers say that they do have a problem with the whole idea of the relocation. And 21% of you said, no, you don't have a problem with that, of course. So that gives us an idea. Well, that's consensus right there, you know. But anyway, I don't know if we could ever get somebody to justify or to explain further. Maybe we could see if we could get a police on the program to talk to us more about why, you know, this is the best method. All right. So we're moving on. And we told you about a doctor in St. Lucia a couple months ago that had her license suspended, and they was charging her and all of that for administering Ivermectin to her patients. Well, I guess as much she had a little bit of good news for herself today.
Ivermectin advocate and embattled MD Dr. Gilbertha St. Rose, as of February 18th, is once again authorized to practice temporarily. Last November, Dr. St. Rose had her medical license suspended after the St. Lucia Medical and Dental Council determined she provided unauthorized ivermectin prescriptions to her patients to treat COVID-19. She was also required to pay a $10,000 fine and barred from practicing medicine for 6 months. Some 2 months into her suspension, attorneys for Dr. St. Rose have successfully secured a high court approval to mount a legal challenge of the Medical and Dental Council's ruling. Justice Rohan Phillip has granted leave to the defense, which means the Medical and Dental Council's decision against Dr. St. Rose has been temporarily lifted. How do you feel about that decision?
Oh, well, this is quite, fair in terms of, pursuance of justice. So we're getting the date for judicial review, but more important is the fact that my practicing certificate and registration has been reinstated with immediate effect.
During the earlier pandemic months and on the heels of the introduction of approved COVID-19 vaccines, Dr. St. Rose championed the anti-parasite drug as a safer alternative treatment, even after the drug maker who manufactures ivermectin, that's Merck, advised against using it. Justice Phillips' ruling, however, comes with strings attached and compromises Dr. Gilbertha St. Rose and her legal team have accepted. Although the legal hold on her medical license has been temporarily lifted, the High Court has not allowed Dr. St. Rose to administer ivermectin in her private practice.
I allowed that allowance because, the Justice Philip did feel it fair that counsel should be there to defend the reason why they decided to stop me from prescribing ivermectin. So I allow that. Just, I'm once a piece. I have options, in terms of treating and preventing COVID-19 infection. I've continued with my research and I have options and alternatives. So it's unfortunate that ivermectin, will not be in the toolbox.
Nonetheless, Dr. St. Rose is counting the judge's decision as a victory. Her attorneys have 14 days to file a fixed date claim against the Medical and Dental Council relating to her application. Meanwhile, the Medical and Dental Council, led by Dr. Andre Matthew, has declined comment. Conversely, the High Court will hear Dr. St. Rose's arguments against the Council's decision in April. Rihanna Israel, NBC Prime.
Thank you very much, Riani, and everyone else at the NBC Prime, all right? The whole team, y'all do a wonderful job. Here's what, folks. Let us just take a quick break. When we come back, we've got for you the national report and the weather. Some of you have not yet shared the program. I invite you to go ahead and share the business. We'll be back.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
The Housing Authority offers products that people can choose from, products that people can access, and I think anyone looking to build, just call the Housing Authority of Grenada. The service was superb. Every step of the way, they collaborated with the owner, they collaborated with the builder. The builder himself was really good. For what I've seen them do, I have to say that from buildings they have done in the past to where they are now, they have come up to speed with modern trends, modern designs, and I think I will advise anybody to choose the Housing Authority of Grenada.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Rich, smooth, delicious, and packed with vitamins that could only be one thing. It's Rika Almond Beverage. Great on its own or a lovely addition to smoothies. So call Superb Distributors on 435-2948 or visit us at Tempe St. George's today. Remember, Rika is life and life is Rika.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
It's finally here. The long-awaited historical drama, Julian Fedon, is finally here. One man with a sense of destiny. 14,000 slaves with a dream and a promise.
Tonight we stand our ground. Tonight we stand on the side of history.
Julian Fedon, presented by Heritage Theatre Company in conjunction with the Grenada Broadcasting Network, the Grenada Cooperative Bank, the Grenada National Lotteries Authority, opening Saturday, 12 February, 7 p.m. at the Trade Center and continuing. Experience the conflict.
Close down their churches, every one of them.
Feel the passion. The epic drama of a people caught up in a desperate struggle for freedom.
Seems to me like you are trying to get yourself killed.
Julian Fedon, bring out the entire family and enjoy an experience in Grenadian theater.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Welcome to Yogo. Most of you know us for our food delivery service and our food pass for free delivery from restaurants. But did you know you can also use us for grocery deliveries too? We've just added another 5,000 plus new items to Yogo's supermarket. And stay updated as we add more products and vendors. Yogo Services is our convenient skip-the-line offering. Let us pay your electric, water, and other utility bills for you. With us, you will be able to buy tickets, pay your rent, schedule bookings, and other services. Need a ride to get somewhere? Give Yogo Lyft a try. Select your pickup location and destination location and wait for our driver to collect you. Never have to worry about how you're gonna get to a place again. Please see website or app for our service locations. And sign up now.
Historic signing in Grenada moves the Caribbean one step closer to reducing roaming charges. Details to this story and more in the National Report. With the details to the news for Wednesday, February 23rd, 2022, I am Abigail McIntyre. Under the leadership of Grenada's Prime Minister, Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell, the Caribbean has moved one step closer to realizing a reduction in roaming charges in the Caribbean community. Dr. Mitchell, who is the lead CARICOM head of government with responsibility for science and technology, on Wednesday signed the Declaration of St. George's towards the reduction of intra-CARICOM roaming charges. The other signatories were Mr. Kiran Mulvey, Director of Government Affairs, Digicel Group, and Mr. Curley Prescott, Vice President, South Caribbean Cable and Wireless Communications. The declaration will result in the reduction of intra-CARICOM roaming charges and will facilitate the provision of seamless mobile services, including voice, SMS, text, and data. Addressing the signing ceremony, Dr. Mitchell said, while progress has not been as fast as they would have liked, this interim solution gives renewed impetus to their efforts to advance key aspects of the single ICT space.
We are encouraged by the milestone being recorded today as we sign the Declaration of St. George's towards a reduction of intra-Caribbean roaming charges. However, I must caution, our eyes are set firmly on the ultimate goal, which is to achieve total elimination of roaming charges through the entire CARICOM family. This declaration essentially means that our citizens will have options to use their mobile phones as they move freely within the single space at reduced costs. Our citizens will be able to travel without the fear of incurring the normal exorbitant charges for voice and data usage as they conduct business and keep in touch with loved ones and their businesses. We firmly believe, therefore, that this critical reduction in roaming charges will help drive digital commerce, regional integration, and economic development, and will have an even greater impact when total elimination is achieved. The current unpredictable cost of mobile roaming deters CARICOM citizens from using their mobile phones as they travel throughout the region. I know it because I continuously feel it too. Therefore, citizens and policymakers welcome today's declaration as it would make roaming charges more transparent, predictable, and affordable within a single space.
Wednesday's development means CARICOM residents can now roam in CARICOM states at a significantly reduced cost.
As historic as today's signing is, we still have some critical milestones ahead of us. Ideally, Caribbean leaders want to see full elimination, as I've said, and Prime Minister Motley strongly hinted that also within the community. And we'll continue to push for this for the entire Caribbean. Regional government understand the obligations and in terms of rationalizing and simplifying the ICT regulatory environment. We know that. To improve the areas of doing business in the sector and to reduce operational costs. Towards this end, we have already commissioned a study with the support of our brothers in the Caribbean Telecommunication Union on the impact of over-the-top services and the big tech within the regional ICT sector. We are moving. I want to thank the CTU for moving so swiftly on this matter. We have also, with the support of the International Telecommunication Union, commissioned a study on the establishment of a single ICT regulator for CARICOM.
Barbados's Prime Minister Honorable Mia Motley gave their commitment to do all they can to ensure that citizens enjoy the benefits.
Our citizens would like to roam as if they were home because they are at home in the Caribbean community. This is our single domestic space. But as you heard from others, we're not quite there yet. And very often in our lives, sometimes we take steps that lead to the final destination. Some are small, some are large. This is a large step, but we're still short of our destination to eliminate roaming completely. So that we today recognize, as do the telecoms providers, the heads of government, that this is a journey. And from today, my friends, there really can be no turning back.
The other signatories at Wednesday's ceremony, Curley Prescott of Cable and Wireless Communications and Kiran Mulvey, representing the Digicel Group, both reiterated their company's commitment to living up to the ideals of the declaration. Grenadians will soon benefit from the services of a number of skilled certified men who have completed training under the Empower program. The all-male Empower program, which was fully funded by the government of Grenada, provides at-risk youth an opportunity to receive certification in a number of services which are in high demand. Government has secured $90,000 in tools and equipment, which were distributed to the participants during a grant fund handover ceremony held on Tuesday at the Grenada Youth and Cultural Center. The tools and equipment handed over will aid the young men as they transition from the program into creating sustainable employment for themselves and their families.
Government continues to invest significantly in improving the lives of the nation's youth.
Over $90,000 were recently invested in tools, equipment, and business supplies to over 60 participants of the Empower 2.0. The Empower Grant Fund distribution of items was handed over to successful participants during an official ceremony held at the Grenada Youth and Cultural Center. Among the items distributed were construction kits, landscaping gears, mechanical tools, laptops, grills, electrical and plumbing kits, and refrigerators. Minister with responsibility for youth development, Honorable Kate Lewis-Peters, says she is happy with the service areas chosen and encourages the participants to provide professional service to their clients.
I am happy to see some of the areas that you are venturing into. I can see the laptop computers for those of you who are venturing into graphic design, the weed eaters for those of you who will be investing in the landscaping, the power washers for the power washing businesses, construction tools, plumbing tools, and mechanic tools. These are important services needed by our country.
Participants spoke of their plans going forward, having received their startup items.
I go out and ask people if they want the yard cut. Well, I is a brave boy and a brisk.
My area of interest is landscaping. At first, I wanted to do graphic design, but I just have a little thing for landscaping.
Well, I'm moving to an online business, selling different items and things online and having an online website.
So I'd like to start my own small business on food, burgers, chicken and chips and stuff like that.
The recipients of the grant fund will receive mentoring, support, supervision, and additional business training provided through the Youth Biz Department at the Division of Youth Development. Alva Reno, Youth Biz Project Officer, shared on the processes involved as the participants transition into business owners and operators.
It's the Youth Biz Department responsibility to one, supervise them up to a period of time. Normally we do it for a period of 6 months. We also do the mentoring and we do the support aspect.
The Empower program is fully funded by the Government of Grenada with the aim of providing the youth with an opportunity to become self-employed and self-sufficient. Reporting for the Division of Youth Development, I am June Paul.
This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break. Welcome back. 40 Imani trainee teachers from various primary schools are learning new strategies to work with students in the classroom who may have special needs. The Ministry of Education, Human Resource Development, Religious Affairs and Information saw it necessary to train the teacher assistants to better help the students who have fallen behind due to the interruptions in face-to-face classes caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. Sarana Mitchell has details.
The first cohort of 20 Imani trainee teachers met at the Youth Center in Grandance on Monday and Tuesday to gain knowledge in assessing the children they work with and to learn new strategies to better help them. Special Education Officer Agnes St. John explains.
When the children come back to school, some of them will have fallen behind. So the persons who are participating in this workshop, they will be equipped to pull the children aside and work with them on an individual basis. So we all are aware that a lot of children would have fallen behind and we just have to ensure that they are supported, hence the reason why we are having the sessions to assist in that regard.
The special education training consultant facilitating the course is Barbara Faulkner.
So we're teaching them start at the basics. So just we taught them how to do the assessment, and then we're looking at that assessment. Do the students even know their letters? If they don't know their letters, we need to start there. Do they know their sounds? Maybe we need to start there. So they're starting at the very, very basics. We're not assuming that just because a child is maybe, let's say, in second grade, we're going to start teaching second grade work. That's not what we're doing, because maybe they're missing some of those really basic first grade skills. So we need to start there. So we're teaching them flashcards. We're teaching them how to work with students on sight words, recognizing words quickly. We're teaching them how to work with students on phonics, what the letter sounds are, how to blend those letters together. We're also teaching them how to work on comprehension. Just because a student can read the words that are on the page doesn't mean they understand it, and that's critical for being successful in school. So we're working on teaching them how to ask questions and draw out that information so that the student can learn how to ask those questions and answer them.
To help with math skills, Faulkner says the Imani trainee teachers will be learning touch math.
So right now they're working on learning the assessment for math, and this afternoon we're going to work on basic number sense. So if a child doesn't even know their numbers or counting, we're going to work on how do we do that. Maybe we're using counters, maybe we're writing in sand, maybe we're writing in shaving cream, you know, that kind of thing. Anything sensory to trigger things in the brain to make it easier for the student to learn. And then we're actually going to move on to teaching math a little bit differently. It's a system called Touch Math, and we're going to teach them how to do that. And so, yeah.
Touch math, just touch on it for me.
Sure. So Touch Math is actually a system. It has dots on the numbers, so the students have to learn first where all the dots are on the numbers. So like a 4 has 4 dots. And so they learn to count those dots, and they learn, let's say, 8 plus 4. I know 8 is bigger, so I don't need to count those dots. I'm going to say 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'm not having to use my fingers. I'm not having to draw circles on the page. All of those things add to a lot of errors. Whereas if they just learn those dots, it works wonderfully. So that's why it's called Touch Math, is at the beginning they're touching the page, and then we phase that out.
Participants talk about what they've learned.
I've learned being a teacher, you have to be very patient with the students, and you somewhat have to bring yourself down to their level to really understand them.
We learned different strategies we can use, and we also learned about the assessment form that we can use to assist children when they enter the grade, so that we know where they're at the moment and what we need to help them with in order to go through for them to succeed.
You learn different technique as to how to fully access a child. Like we have these sensory balls and we have the emotion bottle. So if a child you're not getting a child's attention, or the child is misbehaving, you use the sensory balls to give them it so they could play with it, and like for them to calm themselves. And after, once you notice you got their attention, then you can move forward in your process or your learning.
The ministry first held an online training workshop with the Imani trainee teachers in July of 2021 and saw the need to hold a face-to-face workshop. The next group of 20 Imani trainee teachers are meeting at the Hermitage Community Center on Wednesday and Thursday this week. The ministry plans to hold follow-up sessions with the participants. For the National Report, I am Sarana Mitchell.
And that story brings us to the end of the National Report for today, Wednesday, February 23rd, 2022. Recapping the top story, historic signing in Grenada moves the Caribbean one step closer to reducing roaming charges. On behalf of the entire news team here at the Government Information Service, I am Abigail McIntyre. Thank you for joining us.
All right, so thank you very much, Abigail, and the rest of the GIS News team. Taking a look at the weather for tonight and tomorrow, the weather is expected to be partly cloudy with a few light isolated showers becoming more frequent after midnight. Tonight's minimum temperature 24 degrees Celsius. Winds northeasterly to east northeasterly at 5 to 10 miles per hour, becoming variable to calm at times. Seas moderate with waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. And for tonight's tides, it's going to be low at 1 a.m. It was high at 8:45 p.m. Your weather for Thursday. Your weather is expected to be partly cloudy with a medium chance of some brief daytime showers, increasing in cloudiness overnight with occasional showers. Now, the maximum temperature for tomorrow, 31 degrees Celsius, minimum 23.5 degrees Celsius. Winds northeasterly to east northeasterly at 5 to 15 miles per hour. Seas moderate with waves up to 6 feet in open waters. And that is your weather report for tomorrow as well. Now here's what. The sun is expected to rise at 6:26 a.m. and set at 6:17 p.m. Before we wrap him up, we say hello to the folks who are currently looking on your big screen. We're talking about YouTube viewers. Hello to you. Love Face and Tall Man, and it's Clovey and Shireen and my mom and Cyril. Who else is with us as well? Suzanne. Quite a bit of you now on the YouTube channel. Well, we are really appreciative of you being there with us. All right, my mom and everybody else, man, blessings to you on YouTube. And usual suspects who are currently on Facebook, we say hello to you. The pleasure is mine to so do. So we have Kireen, we have Shireen, we have Mom, Suzette, we have Rolanda, we have Praise and Worship, we have Cynthia, we have Eunice, and Rolanda is with us. Raquel is with us as well. Who else is with us? Is Vicky with us, and Hazel, and Michelle, and Sherry, Yvonne. Did I say Yvonne? There's a lady who, let me see if I get a person name quickly, who said, well, Mikey, how come, what do I have to do for you to say hello to me? Because I never hear you say hello to me. I don't know, because we don't see you on the business, so I'm not sure why. What's the person's name, boy? Monet. Right, Williams. Monet Williams is saying, Mikey, I am there commenting and I'm saying hello to you, but you're not saying hello back to me. So I don't know why, but I'm saying hello to you now, although I'm not seeing you on the chat, all right? So hello to you. Hello, hello, hello. All right, and Timran is with us as well. Ezran is with us. Angel and Wendy Ann. So hello to you, Wendy Ann, as well. All right, so all you take care of all yourselves and we go touch base again, okay? Take care. Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say, ja! No! Blessings, 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 everybody, and we'll touch base again. All right? May God richly bless you. Take care.